have you to know that the time, what is going on here is that Jesus is walking with his disciples. If you can imagine this, the storyline is that Jesus has been walking with his disciples. He's got they say, his face towards Jerusalem. Therefore, he is pilgrimaging towards Jerusalem, as probably a lot of other Jews are at that time, because it is nearing the time of Passover. And so there will be a large gathering of people in Jerusalem at the temple. But as he's going along, he's going through these small towns. And some of the towns are receiving him, and some aren't. And he's not taking any shortcuts. As a Jew, they would normally go around Samaria, because the Samaritans were unfortunately hated for things that happened centuries before. Probably some of them don't even remember why they're supposed to hate the Samaritans, but the Samaritans were not people that were invited to date your daughter, so to speak. But they were people who were just in conflict with the Orthodox Jews. And so, but Jesus works through the village. Early in the trip, it indicates that one of the villages he went to of Samaritans did not want to receive him, and the disciples were so angry that they wanted to do should we hurt him? Should we throw fire down as was done in the Old Testament? And of course Jesus said, no, that's not what it's all about. And then he comes along, and people are talking with him and asking questions. And our particular text would be where he's approached by a legal scholar or lawyer, probably one of the temple people, and he is asked the question. And so, beginning with the 25th verse, we hear, "Just then a lawyer stood up to test Jesus. 'Teacher,' he said, 'what must I do to inherit eternal life?' He said to him, 'What is written in the law? What do you read there?' And the lawyer answered, 'You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your strength and with all your mind, and your neighbor as yourself.' And Jesus said to him, 'You have given the right answer. Do this, and you will live.' But wanting to justify himself, he asked Jesus, 'And who is my neighbor?' And Jesus replied, 'A man was going down from Jerusalem to Jericho and fell into the hands of robbers, who stripped him, beat him, and went away, leaving him half dead. Now by chance, a priest was going down that road, and when he saw him, he passed by on the other side. So likewise, a Levite, when he came to the place and saw him, passed by on the other side. But a Samaritan,'" and we just heard about those guys, "but a Samaritan, while traveling, came near him. And when he saw him, he was moved with pity. He went to him and bandaged his wounds, and pouring oil on him and wine on them. Then he put him on his own animal, brought him to an inn, and took care of him. The next day he took out 2 denarii. A denarii was a day's wages. Took out 2 denarii, gave them to the innkeeper, and said, 'Take care of him, and when I come back, I will repay you whatever more you spend.' Which of these do you think was a neighbor to the man who fell into the hands of the robbers?" The lawyer said, "The one who showed him mercy." And Jesus said to him, "Go and do likewise." May the Lord add understanding and inspiration to your hearing of this word. Amen.
Can my actors come forward, please? Remember, we're not going to be on the steps. Good job.
Once upon a time, a traveler walked into a small village. She was tired and hungry from her long journey, but she had run out of food.
Good citizen, do you have some food you can spare for a hungry traveler?
We have had a poor harvest here. We are very worried that there is barely enough food for our family. I am sorry.
Kind woman, is there room for you at your table for this hungry traveler?
It didn't rain during the last month before harvesting. What little we have is needed for our children.
Do you have food for me?
At every home, the traveler heard
Can I
the
have
same
some food?
sad story.
Can I
The
have some
harvest
food?
had been poor.
Do you have
There
any
was
food
not
for me?
enough food
Do you
to
have
make it
food?
through the winter.
How about you?
Everyone was very worried about their own immediate family.
Oh no, this poor village. All the people are going to be as hungry as I am soon. Wow, but I have an idea. Gentle folk of the village, your worries are over. I've got something right here. See this stone? We can use it to make stone soup, and all your troubles will be over. You'll be okay all winter long. Stone soup. Mom, what do you have to say?
Stone soup? What is that? What is stone soup? What is that?
Well, let me show you. It will be enough to feed hungry people, and it will also bring people together. Who has a large empty pot? Will you go get your pot? Who can get some wood for a fire? We need to cook our stew. Okay, it's right over there. Great. I can get the other one too. All right. Oh, we're going to need some water. Who can get some water for our soup? Thanks. Got to have some broth in there. Water and a stone. What do you think? Stir it up for me, will you, please? Sure. Do you smell anything? You do? Oh. Well, you know what? Stone soup really needs some salt and pepper. You put it right in our soup? All right, yeah. Good, good.
Stir it a little.
Yes, would you please? Well, it's looking kind of weak, but you know what? Maybe if we had some carrots, carrots might help our soup taste better. Want to go get carrots? Without the bag, please. Nah. Oh, look at these carrots. Whoa, these will surely add flavor to our soup. Stir it up some more, please. Oh, isn't it looking better? Ah, I can't wait to taste it. How about you? It's too bad the harvest was so terrible this year. A little bit of cabbage, cabbage would really, really make it taste wonderful. I have cabbage I can spare. Delaney, go. Oh, I'm so thankful for these people who have found a little bit that they could share. Oh, yeah. Don't forget to stir it. Oh, look at the fire is getting it hot and boiling in there. I'm starting to smell something now. Can you smell it too? Well, you know, the last time I made stone soup was at a castle of a king. And when I was there, he had a soup bone we could use. And he also had some potatoes. Both of you. I heard a bone and I heard potatoes. All right, go ahead. Oh, look at these wonderful potatoes. Yes, a bone. That ought to add great flavor. Put those potatoes in. Guys, stir it up. Whoa, this soup has become a wonderful sight. Let's see. Let me taste it. Oh, it's pretty hot, but it is wonderful. The soup is ready. Go get a bowl and spoon so you can have some. You can go get one. Right there? Okay. Sit around the fire.
Okay, I'll do that.
Some for you. Oh, and there's more, so there's some for you. Have some soup. Careful when you taste it. It might be a little hot. All right. Great. Oh, yeah. You can have some right off my spoon. Oh, you're missing out on something quite delicious. What do you all think, kids? Does it taste good?
Yes.
Wonderful. Okay.
And that's the story of Stone Soup. This simple folktale had a wonderful message. Wonderful things happen when we work together.
Will you two stand up now? Take one side. And there's that message. Wonderful things happen when we work together.
It's a long message.
All right.
As you have guessed, the stone in the story was not a magic stone. The traveler taught the villagers that the soup and their lives were richer, more delicious, when they shared what they had with each other. The same goes for us. When we come together sharing our
Time into the pot. Would you guys sit down, please?
our talents,
Lots of talents around here.
and our treasures, we can accomplish much.
Thank you.
Much like Jackie pointed out yesterday, all of the sharing of time, talents, and treasures. If you could bow your heads in prayer. Dear Creator God, thank you for bringing us together today. May we remember that we all have special gifts to put into the pot. Help us to know that together we can do tremendous things to feed the minds, bodies, and spirits of our neighbors. Amen.